Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 5 o'clock. It is Monday, unfortunately. That sucks, and it's been a sucky Monday. I kind of predicted that yesterday. Not as bad as Sundays, though. Let's get started. We're going to do a little warm up, then we're going to continue work on our tape dispenser. And I actually got a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes today to work on the Mr. Gravel drawing. Looking a lot more into fabric, all that good stuff. Is this the song I think it is? Yes. Um, yeah, school's been busy, all that. I had a period today where I was waiting for something to do something, and I was like, why not just draw Mr. Gravel? And yeah, fabric is weird because everyone kind of refers to the Bridgman seven folds. Um, but I don't know. His seven folds just don't feel. I mean, I don't know, I need to read the actual book, or there's like a book or something. It's like 60-ish pages, and I like I just should read it at this point because what I'm seeing so far isn't like I don't want to say Bridgman isn't scientific because it's Bridgman. Come on, man. It's just like from what I've seen, there are general definitions for the different folds, but like I've yet to see a diagram of a person like wearing a shirt or like a scene where it's like here's all the folds in action. And I feel like I look at something, I'm like, is that a spiral fold or is it a zigzag fold? When do we use a diaper fold? When I don't even get me started about the it was like the cross fold or something. I'm trying to remember what it's called. That one I just don't get at all. Um, I think like the near infinite application of these folds and ways they appear and manifest does not help me I don't know, figure them out. Now I have been like thinking about it in terms of like tension and stuff like that where it'll group up. So like I even annotated my drawing of Mr. Gravel a little bit by like indicating arrows where there's like a tension force. Um, and kind of just learning. It's a very heuristic learning process. This isn't like a full deep dive, of course. That's why I haven't read the actual Bridgman text or looked for a course that talks about this. Because like when it comes to that's how art can just get seemingly overwhelming so fast. Is you look at a drawing, you're like, I really like this, and then you're like, okay, well, I like this for the clothing. Well, to go draw clothing, you need character design, you need form, you need color and light, and each of those could have multiple courses, books dedicated to each of them. Now, the misconception is that you have to be perfect in all of those in order to draw a satisfying drawing. That is not true, right? But at the same time, to make things that you want to make, they do require a bit of a large knowledge base. Whether that's the more technical knowledge of like, okay, a box have three VPs, or as the box grows more foreshortened, it could be distorted where it'll flip the minor axis of the ellipse, or it could be that's like technical knowledge, or just like kind of visual library heuristic stuff, right? Like, oh, I've encountered this problem before. The more like executive knowledge, like I've done it before and I know it. Because you can study theory all day, never draw, and guess what? You probably won't improve too much at drawing, and vice versa. I'd say actually drawing is the bread and butter, so you could probably improve quite a bit without any theory at all. But man, it would help. It would help with some theory, right? There's plenty of people out there who don't, so uh, they don't use much theory. They don't, and they just kind of explore and figure it out. Nice. Artistic. There we go. I like that one. I'm doing okay. How about you, Dio? It's a very busy day. A weird feeling day. Lots of things to deal with. Rihanna, nice. Yeah, in retrospect, today was slept for well, sleep for more if possible. I think you should feel tired if you only, in my opinion, I feel like if you only slept for 4 hours, I would only be feeling tired. That was midday. Oh, so you had like a 4 hour nap. If so, that's okay. That's a hefty nap. Then yeah, you're gonna be awake for a while. I have not been blessed with the napping genes. I don't want to nap. I don't like napping. Every time I wake up from one, I feel sick and awful and confused and dazed. The quote unquote energy benefit from napping, I don't get it. Yo, what surprise? Uh, Now that I'm thinking about it more, after Dio prompted me to start thinking about it, tired, busy, all the wonderful adjectives to describe a person who's working a little bit too much and drawing a little bit too little. How are you doing? Not the best box in the world, but a box nonetheless. Sure, I'm back in training, and I need to get used to waking up earlier. I feel that. That is sleep. We're talking about this is the sleep stream where we talk about sleep. You guys can fall asleep too if you want. I wouldn't say these streams are the most entertaining, but sleep sucks. I hate it. I hate having to deal with it. If I could stay up infinitely long and not get tired, I would take it. It's not out of a productivity standpoint. That's out of like a I hate feeling tired standpoint. And on schoolwork, so decided to spend the day drawing. Heck yeah, that's great. I hate waking up from sleep. I like waking. No. Or sorry. Okay. Yeah. No. I hate it. I like when I wake up and I feel well rested. Right, which is very rare. It's very rare that I feel well rested. Working on drawing digitally still, so I'm slowly getting used to it. Heck yeah. What's your goal right now with drawing digitally? What's something that you're learning? Oof, wobbly. Right now, when it comes to drawing in general for me, it's been fabric. Learning how clothing folds. I mean, this is like the perfect thing to wear. You guys can't see the shadows that much. Oh, look, there's like a little like string. Um, like how clothing bends and fold. Look how awesome this sweatshirt is. All those folds. Look how great that is. This is a crossfold. Look at that. And then we have a bit of like whatever that other kind of fold is right here at the edges because it's like clumping up horizontally. Maybe you could even like say on this side it's no. Oh wait, now it's kind of more like uh, a spiral fold, but we still have this one right here, so I'd call that a Z fold, crossfold, whatever it's called. Bit of painting, improving rendering skills for sure. Heck yeah. How was your like your life in perspective and form? Have you been focusing purely on rendering, or are you still playing around with form here and there? Oof, wow. I need to focus up with that cheese. Nice. Cool, cool. We'll call it there for warm up. We have a lot to do today, and I have a lot to do after stream. It's one of those days. We'll go into BRB real quick, and I'll talk about it. We're gonna run ad break, so, but I think it's just Rise and maybe Dio here. So, heck yeah. I've talked about this a lot. My least favorite feeling of like all time is it coming to the end of the day. Like I stream or I eat dinner, right? It's like one of those two things that kind of like mark the end of the day, and then I have to go back to doing homework or schoolwork until the night, until like 12 or 1 or whatever. That's like the worst feeling. Transferring your skills from traditional to digital. I'd imagine skill transfer is kind of like immediate, no? Like you can draw a box on paper, you can draw a box on a digital tablet of sorts. Is that not the case? Because when I first, I've barely picked up digital, but like everything remained the same. Just I had to learn penmanship techniques for using a drawing tablet instead of a piece of paper. It's the only thing that changed really. And then of course the whole avenue of all possible stuff I could do with digital is definitely not interesting. What are some things that need transfer, and what does this transfer process look like? Because from my perspective, I only see it as learning new things. I forgot we should tape up my my ortho on the side. Interesting. Huh. Well, that kind of makes sense. That makes sense, Rise. I don't have that feeling per se, but I could almost imagine how that can kind of persist. It's like that I'm not sure how true it is, but they like showed the movie of the train and like everyone thought the train was real and started running. Okay, cool. So and why was Napoleon banished? I have no clue. I don't know anything about Napoleon, honestly. That he was Frenched. French. So wrong button. Returning to the tape dispenser ortho, everybody. Where did I put my pen? I'm gonna take a sip of water, actually. Cool. We're back. So, tactile feeling. But yeah, but that's not necessarily a new skill, right? Like I was saying, I had to learn how to do penmanship with digital because it's a different medium, right? I wouldn't call that a same skill. So what do we need to do next with this? We did the whole bottom part. Now we need to do the slices. Slices are going to be very interesting, and I'm somewhat reluctant to do it. But we'll survive, right? And in fact, I have a really cool thing I just thought of. That's supposed to be the midline, and this one's like completely off. Come on, Cav. So, number one is we're worrying about the slice. I guess we'll do the back one first. These don't overlap too much. This is the interior. What the heck? Okay, so we'll do slice 2 instead. This is one of the hardest ones. Wait, We have some weird measurements here. Thankfully, it's not actually crazy. Actually, what do we need height-wise? Let's mark that down. Because I don't care about all of those. I care about the heights. Cool. So, where's my measurement page? We have the 1/12 for down here. Let's double check. Yeah, it's easily 1/12. I know very personally that this is 2/3 and 1/3. Looked at it 100 times. I can at least remember that. This is 1/2. So the straight goes from 1/3 to 1/2. So technically that's incorrect, but we're going to ignore it because it doesn't matter. This one, so if that's a 12th and it's centered about half, then that should be 11/12. Yep. Here's an interesting one. This, oh geez. Technically speaking, we should, where is this? This is the 3/8, I believe. Yeah, the 3/8. So technically we do the 3/8 and get the end of it and then do the arbitrary line. So over 5/16. Anyways, that lands at the 1/6 mark. So we actually have quite a few of these. Thankfully, practically all of these can be mirrored except for the 1/6, which kind of sucks. But then we kind of have everything, I think. I just realized slice 2 is going to have all of the interior stuff like that there, though, right? So that's where we'll be doing the whole that. Oh, geez. Which is just going to be oh so fun and not get crowded at all. Oh, that's going to be rough. That's today though. And then yeah, I think that's all. Okay, let's do it. We've done the 12ths and such subdivisions a lot, so we can kind of just jump in there. So yeah, the first slice happens right here. This is going to get so ugly. Let's also start that timer. I forgot to do that. Ooh. So, as we do with all things, we'll start with a subdivision. From here to here. Tracing these lines is going to be so... Or like tracing them with my eyes. Following them with my eyes is going to be so difficult. This pin is dying as well. We're going from right here, right there. Now those... Oh, I shifted the ruler so it looks a little bit off. Oh no. The diagonal there kind of messes with it. That's why it looks so thick. Well, anyways. So we have this line where it intersects with that. So right here. We can sanity check this by just... Yeah, that doesn't totally work. If we're gonna draw a line towards between these two, it should... Oh, wait, no. Oh, we're good. Let's go. That's kind of... Yeah. That's... good enough? Question mark. It's a bit lower than I'd want. Move it right here. But yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now we need to do what I didn't want to do. Since we're going to be drawing a line through, we need lines right here. We'll have some more lines. This one is slightly more convergent. Steeper slope. That's good. There we go. I'm so mad at the line over here that's like clearly not very convergent because it didn't need to be drawn in the first place. It upsets me deeply. That's almost good enough, but we'll... Yeah, this one, right? Yeah, screw that one, dude. Ugh, whatever. Alrighty. Next on the agenda is, I guess, doing our diamond. So, looking at our page, we're gonna need both 12ths, both thirds, and a 6th. So we can get the thirds very easy. It's true diagonal through the arrow. The 12ths and the outer 12ths, to be more specific. We luckily already have the 12ths pulled up from yesterday because that's the only one I really forget. The outer ones, which require like the full establishment of everything, which if we remember, now we could actually use the bottom line, which is the intersection between the outer 6th. Yeah. Which we actually need on the top. So we can get away with drawing the outer 6th over there. And if we draw a line through here, which we could use the VP for and get away with not drawing that extra line right there. Yeah, that'll work. Pretty sure. So we'll do the full arrow, only do this edge right here, and all will be well. I've done this arrow so many times, I wonder if there's like an optimization. Oh wait, we actually have to do like the center line and stuff though. Okay, let's do that. We have to remember not to go too far beyond the line that we need. This is our fourth boom. I'm actually gonna make it converge a little bit more, be a little bit more steep. And this right here. Oof. Made it converge a little bit too fast, but it's still okay. This line is just messing me up. I hate that line so much. Then we need our vertical line. Oh, ideally, this and this should line up, but they don't at all. More human error, no doubt, but that does kind of suck. Because yeah, to find this, we would just be drawing through here. But that is not the case. Why is that not the case? That's so off. I'll try to satisfy it by drawing it in the middle, but that's not necessarily correct. Kind of compromising with all that error. Okay. So now we need our diamond. So we're going to go from this corner and this corner to the middle right here. And we want to get our thirds, and the third, if we remember correctly, is true diagonal with arrow, like I said earlier. So true diagonal, arrow. So right here is a third. Then arrow with true diagonal, right here's a third. Wait. If we trace down, we should be able to see it. That's not the right arrow, though. It's this arrow. That true diagonal. If we draw between those, we should be pretty convergent, which I think we are. I don't need to check that, though. We need to actually just draw it. This little dot over here is messing me up. It's this one, but I just need to make sure. Noise. Draw from the third to the third, or 3/4 to 3/4. And then that. So there is our third right there. Nice. We already have our half, so looking at the wrong page. We just need that sixth up here on the top. And then the 12ths. And we need that sixth anyway, so it works out. And we get that by making our little diamond shape. So we're going to be going from here to here. It's so off, but we just have to deal. That's the third. That's the 3/4. I need substance third. There we go. Oof, that's so hard to see. Okay. And the 6th is found in the intersection between the diamond. Yellow. What's going on, Bear? Loving the monster drawings. Is it Bear Mug monster season? Has silver changed your heart? Is it really the 6th? I guess. Your arms hurt? Heck yeah. What was today? Monday. Chest day. Yeah. Push-ups. Ab crunches. All that good stuff. My favorite machine was occupied today, so. Was an awakening. Dude, monsters are freaking epic. I love drawing them. I have one monster I love drawing called Gravel. Dude, he's scary. I know, right? It's just like it's like drawing. I'm kind of learning now. It's like drawing folds in clothing, right? Sure, you kind of suck at it at first, but then it's just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna put this here. That looks like a bicep. That looks like this. And then you're like, what if I made it like 10 times bigger or 10 times smaller? And just to do things, big, wretched freaking hands. That's why I love Gravel, is I could do the wretched claws. I call them wretched, I don't know, gangly, freaking. It is very fun. Maybe I have to draw silver. Maybe I need an awakening as well, even though I subscribe to this idea. Let me double triple check this. Can you make the noises? Oh my god, imagine how horrible these streams would be. Not that they're not horrible already, but if I started making noises every time I like draw a line or something. Ah, frick. I actually worked on the Mr. Gravel drawing today. I've been doing a ton of pseudo. Actually, I'm not even gonna call it a deep dive because a deep dive would be me actually reading the Bridgman book. But like looking into folds and stuff. One thing that kind of bothers me about the Bridgman book is not its quality or anything from the very little I've read it. It's the pictures are like so like it's scanned copies that have been weathered over time. So the drawings of the folds that require this like very subtle detail have just kind of been blasted. Like the smaller, more intricate details that you need have just been obliterated by the scanners and time. And that sucks. That makes it quite hard. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Let me double triple check that this is a 6th. Right here. Yes. One thing I'm also realizing, I don't need to draw these lines all the way across, do I? Like for this 1/6, I only need it, I think, a little bit past the halfway mark. I'm gonna do it the full one though. But if it's like less than half, then I only really need to draw it to half. I think that's the move right there. You'll see though. Oh wait, no. Where is this end? This ends at 2/3. I'm doing a 6th. Oh, it's going above the 6. Okay, we're chill. We're chill. Lock it in. No. Yes. There we go. Cool. And then we get the 12th from this line. It's currently intersecting that true diagonal. So we go over here. We see where this is intersecting the true diagonal, which I think is right here. Years. And then we're trusting the VP for this one, so I don't have to draw it again. Is there any line that it's going to intersect down there? Not really. So we just really need to draw it to the other diagonal, which is right here. Yikes. That's more convergent. I want to do this. We're going to go down to this diagonal. Yeah. Give it that. So there are our um what does that give us? Oh, I did it wrong? No, I didn't. Ah. True diagonal. There's our 12. Dude, I was gonna be so upset. Okay, thank God. I always hate 12s. I hate 12s. I hate them. I always mess it up somehow. There we go. Okay. There's our 12th. This one is very close to this one. Okay. Okay. That's the wrong line. I mean, it's correct, but definitely need to fix it. Fixed. I don't think it needed to be fixed like that, but okay, cool. And then this one, which is very close to the VP. This is so close, I don't know how to deal with it. It's a bit foreshortened. Move it back just a little bit. I think that's good enough. There we go. Okay. That's all of it? Maybe? Question mark? That was our 6th. Both 12ths. We got the 6, we got the 2/3, we got the half. Cool. Okay. Now we need to start dropping lines on top of them. So we need specifically, I did mention the 3/8. That's an optional one. Oh, but that's not, no. I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, we can. Maybe even we should question mark. Maybe. Yeah, there's a somewhat creative way of doing this. So we could do that. Okay. Yeah, anyways, let's start left to right. So we'll start with the 5/16, which is this one. It'd be here and here. And remember, we don't need to drop a line for these anymore. Yeah, as I expected, these don't line up too well. That's a big error, but we're gonna deal. One thing though is, where are we supposed to be putting this line? We have the 5/12 as the top of the, so we have it at the halfway mark. And at the 1/6 mark. So we go over here. I believe this is the 1/6. Because if we look here, that intersects. It's hard that I'm not able to see the full thing. Ugh. Did I not map out the 12th up here? Is that the 12th? And this is? That's the half, which means we should have this diagonal where this crosses is the 6th. Did I not draw the full line for the 6th? Did I only draw the vertical one? I'm so confused right now. That should be the 6th, which means right here. Where's the 12th? Oh, is it this line? It just coincides. Oh, it just looks like it's, oh, okay. This one looks like it's part of the edge up there, but it just so happened that way. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool. So that's our 6, then we want one at the half. Nice. Then we're going to go to the next one, which is at the half. And this marks the box where we'll be forming our center of the tape dispenser. No, the tape dispenser juts all the way to the front. So we need the box there. So we don't do that here. I almost made such a big mistake. So we'll worry about that in a bit. So I feel like that one's not the worst to draw. Yeah, here's our box. Anyways, boom, boom. Then we need the interior, which is at 1/2 and 1/3. We'll have 1/3, 2 1/3s at the half. And our half is already drawn, so that makes our life a lot easier. Now we just have to find the thirds. 1/3 right here, because that intersected right here. Yeah. Nope. Almost did that on the wrong line. Be very careful of not messing that up again. Yikes. Here and here. I wish I could like color coordinate these or something. Okay. That's cool and epic. Then we need our 4th. Which is right there. Be a line from here to here. Oh. Yeah, that's really off. So I guess the error like gets really big as we go further down the box, which makes sense. Alrighty. And we mark the thirds, which I believe is going to be marked right there. Nice. Then we have the 15/16. And we also have our gap, our like 64th over there. We can't forget. Now it's 15/16. Ooh. Which is right here. Goes down to right there. Oh, the error is so big over here. Yikes. I think my prevailing technique for dealing with the large gaps as error propagates will be to just take the average of the two, which basically means go in the middle. Technically speaking, since error propagates more the further you get down, I should favor one or the other. I think I should favor, I don't know, but I should favor one or the other, and yeah. Yeah, these two lines stick out like a sore thumb, but it's whatever. I shouldn't have dropped that line now that I think about it, but also this side is a bit emptier, so it's okay. And the one we will be marking over here is just the 1/2. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. So, meh. Oh, that's sorry, that's the edge of the ellipse. My bad. So now we have the actual gap, which we can transfer in a number of ways, but I think the best way of going about it. Oh, we have so much error though, so that'll not be as easy as I think. We'll just use the similar lines, and I guess both of these are at half. That makes sense. This one and this one. Do something like this. And that one also meets up at the half. Nice. So now we could actually start doing lines for things. And the cool one about this is we're going to be having a line going right here. And then we kind of do have to guesstimate where it'll land on this line for the thickness. I'm going to say probably right here-ish. Maybe a bit less. It's getting awfully close to the edge of the tape. Because yeah, as it moves, inward, it's also moving away. So we're getting this unique kind of like motion that's coming towards us. So now we're gonna do that, connect the dots. It's very stressful. And that sounds like a joke, but it actually is quite stressful. Make sure that these feel relatively close to each other. That is great. I'm happy with that. Oof, okay, I need a sip of water. That was a lot. I am back. Apparently I was being spam texted. Don't they know I'm streaming? No, okay. So, we need French curves. I actually should have taken that BRB. Here, wait. I turn off the camera for a second. Alrighty, I'm back. So, where to start with this one? This sucks, first of all. I'd like to say that. This is scary. I think the first thing to do. Oh, I need to get the middle there. Which is 3 somethings. And I'm gonna cheat and we're just gonna use the tangent right here to find the middle. Because I'm sick and twisted like that. The tangent, find the same line. I forgot how close this VP is, so that makes our job a little bit easier. Maybe, I'm not sure. That's good. Mark the third. We could even subdivide and cheat even. Oh, I did cheat already. So good at that. Okay, so yeah. Here's our point. Oh, turn the song up. I love it. So I like to do it freehand first, just to kind of get a feel. It sucks that this pen is like horrible at being a pen. It's so dry, that's why. These pins are actually quite nice, but cool. And then we go all the way back and land right here. Correct. Now we have to apply thickness though, which is just going to be so bad. Oh wait, Bear's here. I heard you were stressed. Isn't that every stream? Isn't that? I mean, ugh. Welcome back. Sorry, I did not see the new Bear Mug message. My apologies. Audibly stressed. Yeah. Did someone say this in Discord? Did someone go like, Kavel's making weird noises? No, okay. Oh, some Bryce art though. Heck yeah. Work in progress. I'm gonna look at Bear's monster drawings again. Yeah, it's just a lot of craziness. Okay, this. Oh, every time I like turn the page, I lose where I am. There. We're going to there. Okay. Oh god, I still lose it. A little bit off, but much again, and now my tummy hurt. Oh no! Was it so it wasn't successful matcha? I know that sounds stupid to ask, but I don't know. It could be, in my mind, it could be successful matcha, just your stomach hurts. You will get better. What is this from the kit, right? I'm not gonna lie. This is no offense to Matcha Maker Bear. Every time I've had a kit where it's like, make your own blah, It's always awful. And I don't think, I mean, okay, this could be just a sign I'm a horrible cook or whatever it is. That I may agree with a tiny bit, but also I just feel like, I don't know, kits don't give you the good stuff. I've never had a kit where I'm like, ah, yes, these are superb working materials, right? Superb working materials, he says. Um, that 3/8. How do I do this? Try to project not to her. Shucks. I don't have either coordinate that I want. Just kidding, I do. They do what they gotta do. Ain't that real? Okay. Artist loft. Yes. We're gonna mirror the 3/8 because this lands on 3/8. We're gonna draw it here. I don't really want to do, but I'm gonna do it. We should probably check. This song plays whenever I punch gravel too hard and he's on the floor, and I think he's dead for a second. That's what's in my mind right now. I guess it's technically Luca doing these things now. Whenever I say I'm gonna like throw gravel at a wall, uh, it's Luca doing these things. They don't hate each other though. They roughhousing. That is not the measurement I wanted. Shoot. Like there's already a line there. I want to go to the park in my hometown. I don't know why I'm being called. Maybe it's the music. I need that. I need that piece. Well, now you just inspired a drawing. And this one in my head, he has the ponytail up. What is that man bun? What would you call it in that instance? I could totally see that. Oh my god, I could see that. It's perfect in my head. Ah, I need to put that in the backlog before I forget. This is really just an excuse for me to draw biceps, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay, that I haven't had an opportunity for like a really good bicep study, so that line, and we're mirroring this. I forget how much this is foreshortened. Canonically, I need to establish how short gravel is because I'm shorter in real life, so I want to like make gravel shorter compared to Luca. I kind of did that. I try to imply that with the one where they're sitting together, but I feel like that perspective didn't do it too well. I feel like Luca is clearly because like he was more in the background, so he was drawn a little bit shorter, or like he is smaller in comparison to where if he was where gravel would be. Yes, that's how perspective works. But um, you can't really see it, right? It's not that noticeable, so. God, this is so foreshortened. I was measuring to the wrong dot this entire time. Nice. So that theoretically goes up to here. Really light line for that. But we don't take all of that, right? Because we want only like the little nib here. Very tiny overhang. You're like, Kavel, that overhang isn't that sharp. I don't care. Explode. I don't want to do chamfered edges or whatever they are called. Oh my god. Okay, that's good to go-ish. Start locking it in. The fact that it's no longer like a perfect ellipse kind of makes our job easier because then, fringe curves apply a little bit more. Still. I like ending it a little bit early. So I have room to make it flat at the top, make it feel tangent. Just don't be a rat. That feels a bit better. I have several fringe curves. Let's see if any of them apply to this well. I don't think so, though. No. Kind of. Very close, even. Possibly, yes. Oh my god. This is so scary. Okay. That's a little bit done. There's a part of this I'm really dreading, and it's happening imminently. This touch, half 12th touch, lower 12th, to half touch. This is where the tape itself in the tape dispenser goes. So here to here to here. Oh, wait, no, we never drew the center, so it doesn't touch there. Oh my god. Yeah, we don't have a center for it yet. We did cheat though. We know it's right here. So if we draw to the VP, we can actually get that. Hey, we're almost at stream 600, aren't we? The numbers have kind of lost their I mean, not that I was ever too hyped about them, but they've lost their flavor. Not in like a sad way, but just like, one more day. And then Promptathon starts. What a great way to kick off the 600 streams. 7-hour streams upcoming. I mean, hey, I, I have proven I can draw that long. I'm just not sure if I can draw and commentate that long, or if that'd even be fun. Uh, so as for, and plus this week is really rough for me school wise. So sadly, no. Maybe we'll get up to 3 hours. Hopefully that'll be generally the space. I mean, I kind of proved it, while studying abroad. If I can do Drawbox while or Promptathon while studying abroad, I could probably survive doing it here. Okay, yeah. I would love a vast amount of time to do Promptathons. That's kind of the catch, isn't it? Where is the 12th? Tell me. The 12th is right here. Touch. And right here. Touch. Does that line make sense? Maybe? It should be more right here. How many minutes do we have left? 6 minutes. I think we could do that. We have an ellipse to draw. Oh my god, I'm not excited, but it must be done. I see it. I can like blur my eyes a little bit. I can see it. Thank you, thank you. I also remembered some people can't blur their eyes. Apparently is a thing that not all can do. Which, like, come on. You could blur your eyes. You're just not trying. I know many people who could blur their eyes by taking their glasses off. Okay, wait. Let him cook. Whenever I use that voice now, I just think of the Poke text-to-speech that he used in Darkest Dungeon, where it was like his own voice that he turned into a text-to-speech, and then he let chat control what he said in game. I'm sorry, but that's just so funny. That's so next level. And he didn't even do his normal voice for the text-to-speech. He did like a weird like nasally voice. That's awesome. It's this song again. I know, right? I haven't watched him in a minute. Actually, no, I have. Just, I got tired of rewatching the same Poke compilation videos. So he did release one recently. It was pretty good. Oh, this one's causing me trouble. Nice, okay. We have to make it feel like these are of a consistent width across. I'm already kind of failing that, but that's okay. I've never cared, actually, in my whole life. Not a single time. I care so little that I'm going to take a sip of water before I do this. I'm still really considering if I ever have the free time to make the little tiny gravel VTuber. That's gonna happen. I like the idea a lot. Is it really worthless? Because like the idea of the stream is you pay attention to the stream, not like what I'm doing. Yes. Do I care? No. I'd have fun making it. Good. Okay, good. It's a bit off, but good. What the heck is going on here? We'll go bye-bye. Have a good one, Bear. Thank you for stopping by. Best of luck with all your drawings and your matcha making. Hopefully your stomach gets better. Oof. I don't like all the searching lines that I had right there, but kind of worked out, so. Oh, that was dark. It's okay, though. It's going to be that way, but still. Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about that. I need to draw a little bit of the ellipse on slice, the back slice, because we need to actually connect it, right? Ah, I didn't even consider that. Interesting. Huh. This vexes me. Anyways, let's do that last curve. We go pretty deep over there. Too many searching lines. Come on, Kev. Okay. I think that is good enough to call it for now. I'm gonna actually darken this right here just because I can. Feel like that'll help clear up all that visual noise. Oof. I don't like that little space where it juts out right there, but I think this is definitely good enough for now. So we're gonna call it there, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Bear, Rise, Dio. I think those are big three of this stream. Thank you guys very much. We will probably tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh, I didn't finish the tape dispenser before Promptathon. We're probably gonna take tomorrow off, and then return for the 600th stream, on Wednesday for the start of the Promptathon. Oh man, whatever. Oh man, does that mean maybe we'll have an I don't know. We would need an extended stream to finish this, but geez, that's a lot of work. We'll see. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me tonight, and I cannot wait to see you guys on Wednesday. Bye for now.